and welcome to Toto TCG. You are here with me, Matthew, and we are back here with another altered video on the channel, and we have got a load of official accessories for Altered. All of the different accessories we have are here, bar one, because it's going to get its own separate video because it is so big. But we have got multiple little things going on here, which are going to make up quite a big array of different bits and pieces for us moving forward. So what have we got? Well, let's go through it. Of course, we do have a binder, the biggest thing taking up most of it. We've got a massive 18 pocket binder. It's probably 9 and 9 on each side. It holds 360 sleeve cards. And also, if you did want a product video, there's a QR code as well there. But we're going to be opening it, so why do you need that? So what else have we got? Well, we have got sleeves. We've got multiple packs of sleeves here. You can see we've got 2 of the Lyra and then 1 of the regular sort of backing of the cards there. So everything sort of is very much the same with this one. Same. Everything sort of matches up very, very nicely. We've also got some hero standees as well, which we will be having a look at, because they are all little acrylic plastic counters for the Lyra faction in here. So we'll be taking a little look at them, see what the quality is like. And then also we've got an Expedition soft box right here, which is essentially a deck box and also a place to put your counters in as well. So you can pretty much put absolutely everything you need in this when you go about. The only thing we are missing is a playmat, but that has been ordered. It's just I'm waiting. I am waiting. We are just on that lovely waiting bus at the moment, waiting for the other bits and pieces. So let's have a little look at some of these bits then. Let's move some of this over to the side. Most of our openings actually have featured these sleeves that we've sleeved up our uniques in, but we'll have a little look at the other ones as well. Let's have a little look at the actual binder itself, the casual album as it's being called here. The back has just got a bit of bits and pieces on there just to sort of explain everything. Nothing too special. The front pretty much explains everything for us. So let's open that up. Stick that down. There we go. Oh, it's feeling very nice indeed. Now this is being made by Gamegenic, which I believe is quite a high up name for like all the accessories and everything for other games. I'm not too sure which games they do the sleeves for. Might be something like Magic the Gathering, potentially. I could be wrong, but overall very nice. Loving the. We got a nice sort of tight strap here, so it's not that not really loose that this is going to be opening. You can see like I can barely get any movement from that, which is great. That of course would allow us to open this up. The texture as well, it's not like a rough texture, it's very much sort of like you can tell this is like a printed plastic sort of feel to it. It's very, very nice indeed. The logo down here as well, and then the back as well just continues that artwork basically of the little mana symbol, I'm guessing. So let's open this up. Now you can see actually in here, it looks as if all of these, and this might actually be like a regular sort of thing for binders such as these, but we've got the plastic, it's all side loaded as well, so they go in on the side and you can load up everything like that. It does have that split halfway through, so everything will sort of change sides and everything like that, but it continues to be a side binder, which is pretty awesome to be honest. I'm trying to think what I want to really put in here, in terms of like, you know, whether or not we put the uniques in maybe. That's something to potentially consider. You could always put the tokens in here, but I don't know, I kind of think like, you know, these deserve a little bit of love, don't they? The ones that we've opened so far. But it's just how they go in there. I don't know whether I'm going to take out the rares and maybe put the rares in here and maybe try and get like 3 of each rare. I don't know. I think you probably need more than one of these binders for the amount of rares potentially. It's odd. It's very odd. But yeah, like I said, we've got our sleeved up ones and they just go in very, very nicely. Very easy to do so. And we'll do that for all of these here. We should have enough for pretty much almost 2 pages. Not the full 2 pages, but near amount. a near amount there, but you can see very easy to load into here. I've had very similar binders as well. Oh, that's quite nice. You can actually see with the backing there of those. So that's quite nice from this side. You can actually see, because I sometimes find that you can skip a page and you can see that that is like coming through there, and then that is it's hiding it. It's subtle, but it's hiding it. So you can definitely tell then where to pop the next one. Into Lovelace and to Fairy. There we go, boom. Nice. So 12 uniques in total there. Very awesome indeed. All getting loaded up into our binder for the time being. Nice little way to start things off with showing off the uniques as well. But yeah, you can, if you want to, decide to put your tokens in there. We've got loads of tokens that we've managed to get so far out of our openings. So to put them in maybe. All the foil cards, once they're scanned, I'm guessing that's sort of it really, because that's when it then turns to the online world basically to allow you to print your uniques, your rares, your commons as foils. So far the only foils we've got is one unique, which I think was the Kraken, and also pretty much all the heroes we got from the Kickstarter box as well. So we've got that to look forward to. We've got our sleeves as well. Now, something interesting is that in here you get, from what it says on here, you get 50 art sleeves and then you get one clear sleeve. The clear sleeve is the same size as the sleeved up cards, so it's not a smaller one, it's not like a perfect fit, but you do get a clear one as well. Not too sure, that might be for the hero, potentially. So this is like your hero card, and then you've got 50 art cards there. Now, a regular deck would be 40, one of those being the hero, so it makes sense that maybe that is for the hero there. But yeah, overall the texture on these is absolutely fantastic. It's really, really good quality. They feel quite good to shuffle as well. Obviously not these ones, but the ones I've done for the uniques and everything, they shuffle really well. So they've done a super, super job with that, but with a high brand like Gamegenic, you'll probably definitely see that, because they've had plenty of years to perfect that all. So what else have we got? Well, of course we do also have our other 2 packs of sleeves, one of which was part of our Kickstarter, and then the other one I think I mistakenly ordered. But we've got 2 of probably my favourite character and faction, so we've got plenty of these. Again, exactly the same thing. You get 50 cards, 50 art sleeves, and then one clear one, so you can put your hero in there. So we've got those, which is pretty awesome. We've also got our hero standees here. Let's bring this in a little bit just to take a little closer look at this box here. It is quite small. It is quite compact. I mean, here is a card next to it. It is quite a small box. I think when we did our like unboxing, this was the only thing in there covered by a load of paper. This was the only thing that we had in there. But yeah, this is all from the Lyra element. So let's pop this open here, and then inside, very, very easy to see what's going on here. This is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. Some of them have actually been put together there. But we've actually got the heroes and the companions all with stands. So there should be plenty of stands. Oh, I am actually missing a character. Oh no, I'm not. I take it all back. It's in there. I was going to say that's not what I was expecting, but we've got pretty much everything we need there. So it's not a case where you've only got like 2 bases and then all of these are just sort of there. You can have all of these on their bases. We've got 3 for the characters, 3 for the characters, and then 2 for the faction logo as well. So all of this is very much usable. So we're just literally placing that on there. They come together quite easily, and they come apart very easily as well. You don't have to push down on them too much. They do sort of like lock in quite nicely. The detailing is very good, to be fair. Love how you've got the harp logo is still sort of in the background there with the character's face, and on the back as well it is sort of the same there. You can definitely tell which side has got the picture on. So this one's definitely got the picture on, whereas this one you can see it's not on this side. There's like a clear amount, whereas that has definitely got the character on there, but it does change over on the different sides. The good thing is obviously as it's standing there, you'll be able to sort of see from both your opponent and your side which character this is, so you won't get confused, or at least hopefully you don't. But yeah, like I said, you've got all three of the heroes, their retrospective companions as well. So you've got like Navinka and Blotch, so for example I would want these two together for this one, that sort of thing. And then the whole point of these, of course, is if we get rid of a couple of these, let's focus on our main two characters here. So we've got our Blotch, there we go, and Navenka as well. Ooh. Might be that the plastic is slightly more open on one side than the other. Yeah, it is. Okay, so that's interesting. So it might be ever so slightly like angled a little bit so that you can sort of get it in one way but it won't go in the other. I might be wrong. I might just be not pushing hard enough. But then again, I don't really want to destroy it. So we got our hero and companion. And then of course, whilst you are playing the game, the whole point, which you're not really going to be able to see when they're like that, but the whole point would be hero, companion. We'll pop that in the middle. There we go. And these would just start exactly as it would be on there. They would literally just sit there, and then as you're moving forward, you can move the characters there. But for this demonstration, we'll put them this way. And then, of course, they can then move forward. And then if they come together, you win. So there we go. There we go. In action right there. Pretty awesome. Now, they did have every single version of these, so you can get every single one of the different factions, all three of them. The thing moving forward is, of course, if they do make new characters, then you're probably going to be better off using the harps here for the same logo, just so you know what's what. Otherwise, it might get a bit confusing. If your opponent's using these, maybe they're playing this character, and you play a brand new one from, say, Trial of Frost. There might be some new characters in there. Then it's going to come a bit confusing when you're like both using these. So you've got them as a spare one, which is pretty awesome. So as well as our little tokens there, loads of little plasticky bits. Let's get that away. Right, and then we have got our expedition softbox right here, and it includes a token box as well, which is going to be great for us because we now have the tokens opened. So let's pop this open. Again, very nicely created, designed. Let's slide this out. So it looks as if we've got a little space on the top here, probably so you can write the name of the deck, or your name can be on the top there. There's no, like, you could maybe get like a sticker and maybe just sticker over that if you didn't want to like write over it, but you've got that option. It is very nicely designed. Again, it's got the same sort of plastic feel to it as the binder, and the same artwork all the way around here, which is looking pretty cool. You can see where you open it, you just sort of open that up, and in you go. It's got the same sort of bendability here at the back here, very similar to the newer Lorcana deck boxes that came out in the previous set, so which we'll probably get going forward. But it's got those like 3 different areas that are sort of splitting that into 4 to make it sort of a bit more movable rather than it just being straight up like that. Usually that's to sort of help it from rubbing on the sides here to sort of get rid of any artwork, but to close it you are going to still need to give it a little bit of it's going to ever so slightly rub the side there, so the colour you can see already comes off there, so that's something to be wary about. You can try and get it down a little bit nicer, it'll make the artwork on that last a bit longer. So in here as well, we have got our little deck box thing here. Oh, it's got a little clip there. Okay, so that's sort of... Oh, okay, that's fair enough. I was going to say I'm going to break it otherwise. So a little push and that will unlock it. There's a little bit of a plastic tab ever so slightly protruding out, and that's going to go into the little hole on that bit there. So it will lock that into place. So all of the counters then can go in here. So if I'm playing Lyra that evening, or that day, let's say, we can just throw all of these in here if we want to. Of course, they don't have to have all of these counters. You could throw in some dice. But there is also the actual tokens you get, like the cardboard cutout tokens you can put in there, and they do have their own plastic extra bits to show like anchored, fleeting, that sort of thing. So you can put them in there, so you don't have to have all of these. But to be fair, you could, because you could probably get quite a bit in there. It would just be a fairly noisy box. But once you put them in there, they just go into that little section in here, slide on in, and they're in there. So you've got them with you. You've got plenty of space in there as well for a sleeved up deck. I mean, this is the deck that we had and we opened for Lyra, the starter deck. So this is going to give you the 1 hero and 39 cards as well. So you've got your 40 cards here. To be brutally honest, sleeving this will probably double it in size. So you've probably actually got plenty of space there for this and maybe a couple of others. So maybe, I don't want to say you could probably get 2 decks in there. I really don't want to push the boat out there, but you could definitely get a couple of these, maybe also like a divider or something in there, and then have a couple of spares in there in case you wanted to maybe switch out some of these rares and commons and everything like that. So they can pop on in there, but yeah, you can see plenty of space in there once that is in there, which is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome indeed. So yeah, there we go. There is our opening and checking out of the accessories we've got so far. We have obviously got one other thing, which I'm looking forward to, because hopefully maybe this in particular, hopefully will have some sort of implication with it, so we will see. But yeah, we've got loads of sleeves. We've got, of course, our deck box, the lovely token hero standees, which are now in here, and of course our now sleeved and binded up uniques in a massive binder as well. So I believe all of this is actually available as well. It's not just something that was Kickstarter only. It was, you know, it's all still available. You can purchase all of this, which is great, because I think the accessories are definitely worth it. I love these. Love the little counters. We don't have those yet. They are on order. But yeah, we've got one more thing to have a look at for Altered before we're just playing a waiting game then. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy the look at everything here. It's definitely coming to life now with everything we've got. The cards being opened, all of this as well, the accessories. But we got that one more thing to have a look at very, very soon. So I'll leave it here for this one. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll catch you guys in the next video on the channel. I'll see you then.